Alright guys, and welcome to another video. So I've got some pretty big news for you today. In effect, TBC servers are basically confirmed, and I'm going to explain why they are basically totally confirmed. I'm just talking about a few bits and bobs about what's happened recently, and essentially how I should think that the Burning Crusade servers should actually launch, and how they should actually go about the process of releasing those servers. So essentially what has happened is a secret survey, although it's not secret anymore obviously, has been released about the Burning Crusade servers. Basically, I'll show you the questions right here actually. So you can look at these on Wowhead. This is the survey here. The survey asked how players would prefer to approach a new character in Classic Burning Crusade with the following options. Continue playing my classic character on my existing server as it progresses to the Burning Crusade expansion with the option to transfer to a classic server that will never progress past level 60. Start a brand new character from level 58 on a brand new Burning Crusade server. Start a level 1 character instead. Continue playing my current classic character on my existing server that will never progress past level 60 with the option to transfer to a Burning Crusade server. So this is a little bit of a new marketing strategy that Blizzard has employed recently. They did it recently with the Shadowlands expansion, releasing a survey about whether they should do the level squish thing that they introduced, and something similar has happened with the new expansion for Hearthstone. So in my opinion, Blizzard wouldn't release a survey like this if they were not going to release the Burning Crusade servers. It pretty much is, you know, 100% confirmed at this point, in my opinion. It really doesn't make sense for them to want to get this information if they weren't going to release the Burning Crusade servers. I mean, in interviews they basically confirmed it subtly even before Classic WoW was going to come out, because they said they're going to look into it, which pretty much, well, it's the opposite of no, really, isn't it? So I think pretty much everyone isn't going to be too surprised that TBC servers are coming out, because yeah, it isn't really much of a surprise. It just makes sense in a number of different ways. So this is obviously something to get very excited about. However, there are going to be issues with how this process is going to happen, because a lot of people are on the fence and have very mixed opinions about how a Burning Crusade server should launch. So let's look at this first option that Blizzard has presented in the survey. Continue playing my current character and then only have the option to transfer onto a different server. So the issues I see with this option is the fact that, you know, on a particular server, say for instance I'm on Shazra EU, there's a community on Shazra EU, and everyone kind of knows each other, everyone kind of knows the guilds and that kind of thing. That kind of sense of community is going to be lost. Okay, the community of Shazra EU is going to be lost because people are going to be transferring onto a new server, unless the server that Shazra at EU people transfer onto is only going to be like a specific server that exclusive to people playing on Shazra EU. Then there'll probably be issues of population as well if you look into it. So that presents a bit of an issue. That could effectively kill the community that has been built on particular servers, which I personally don't think is a good option, in my opinion. Second option we have is start a brand new character from level 58 on a brand new Burning Crusade server. So the issues with this one is, well, a lot of people probably do want to progress their level 60 characters onto the Burning Crusade. A lot of people have fallen in love with their characters and they're attached to their characters, and they want to take those characters, you know, onto a different planet to kill some demons. And I'm with you on that one. I want to take my rogue to kill some demons on a different planet. If I'm forced to make a totally new character, it's not the same. Like, I may be able to get the same name and the same customization, but it's definitely not the same. It's not going to have the same playtime. It's not going to have the same things, like just the same equipment, same. It just won't feel the same, will it, if we're just given like a fresh slate character? I personally do not like that idea at all. It also trivializes the entire leveling process by giving us a level 58 character, which is one of the massive issues that retail World of Warcraft has right now with the character boost system. So yeah, that's definitely not a good option. Second option we have, start a brand new character from level 1 on a new Burning Crusade server. Again, this is not the best best solution for a lot of people, because a lot of people, a large part of the Classic WoW audience right now are, you know, work full time, have kids and wives and all that kind of thing. So they don't have a lot of time. Leveling a character from level 1 all over again is a very daunting well, it's just a daunting prospect, because leveling 1 to 60 is no mediocre task in Classic WoW or even in the Burning Crusade. It does take a massive amount of time, and a lot of people just simply will not have the time to actually do that. Now, the last option is continue playing my current classic character on my existing server as it progresses into Burning Crusade, with the option to transfer to a classic server that basically sticks at level 60. So I think this is the best option for most people. I think all of the characters should automatically have the option to progress into the Burning Crusade, with that extra option if I don't want to play Burning Crusade, I don't like the Burning Crusade, I want to play Naxxramas and Battlegrounds at level 60 for the rest of my life on my rank set 14 toon, then people should have the option to do that. What would happen is there will basically be almost like a tournament server released for people who do not want to progress into the Burning Crusade, for people who just want to play Battlegrounds over and over. And it would be interesting if actually added the option to make an instant level 60 character on a server like that. That would be interesting, would be a good move, to be honest, because that would actually give those servers a little bit of or give them more life than, like, if they just like released a server for people to transfer to level 60 characters onto, that server would die pretty quickly. And there wouldn't be anyone to do Battlegrounds with pretty shortly, because everyone would just want to go and play Burning Crusade eventually. But if they made a tournament server that you could transfer your character onto, or copy your character onto, kind of like the PTR, and then you could make a level 60 character on, then that would be pretty good actually. Just making a tournament server for you to continue playing, Classic WoW on, like all the raids and the PvP and all that kind of action. So that's actually a pretty good option. I mean, if I was going to attempt to summarise this in as short a space of time as possible, which probably won't happen, when the Burning Crusade is released, what I would like to happen is, 1, the pre-patch is released for a good 1 to 2 months, probably about 1.5 months, where we have the opportunity to, 1, level Blood Elves, level Draenei characters, or simply level any character that we want to progress into Burning Crusade. For instance, I probably don't want to play a Rogue in a Burning Crusade. I'd probably play my Rogue as an alt. I'll probably either want to play Paladin, because I've been enjoying that on Endless WoW. So I'll probably level a Paladin in those couple of months before the TBC is actually released, so my Paladin's ready to go. Then every single server should naturally progress into the Burning Crusade, but there's also tournament servers released that people can copy their characters over to, like a PTR server, where they can continue to do PvP at level 60, they can continue to do raids at level 60, and all that kind of thing. And then on top of this, I think there should be a number of select, fresh, classic WoW servers released as well. Probably like, I don't know, like at least 5 classic WoW servers for each region, because I know a lot of people really do simply enjoy playing classic WoW over again. But I don't think that should happen at the precise exact same time. I think that should happen when the Burning Crusade has content drought. So maybe like 2 months or a month into Tier 1, when people have done Karazhan, Gruul's Lair and all that kind of thing, they released a fresh classic WoW server for people to mess around on, to, just kind of something for them to do, something for them to keep subscribed to the game, paying that subscription every month, and then when they are like, the next tier of content is released, then, people will go back to playing the Burning Crusade, and then people can kind of jump raid login between Classic WoW on the fresh server and, on a new Burning Crusade server too. But in all honesty, it probably would be better if they released something like that about halfway through the Burning Crusade, like when there's, I'm trying to think of all the tiers from Burning Crusade. For any point of time where there's going to be a massive amount of time before new content is released in the Burning Crusade, that's probably the ideal time to release a fresh vanilla classic WoW server. But anyway, I think I've summarised everything I want to talk about on this particular issue. My name is Metagoblin. Until my next video, ciao.